Before the opening bell, U.S. indices closing higher on Thursday, lifted by shares in semiconductors and semiconductor equipment, household and personal products, as well as food, beverage, and tobacco sectors. On the economic docket, the ADP National Employment Report showed U.S. companies added 177,000 jobs in June from 189,000 the previous month. Initial jobless claims increasing to 231,000 on June 30, while continuing claims increased to 1.74 million on June 23rd, below the estimate of 1.72 million. Also, market service PMI increasing to 56.5 in June, meeting the estimate, and the FOMC released the minutes on the June 13th meeting in which participants noted that uncertainty and risks associated with trade policy had intensified and were concerned that such uncertainty and risks eventually could have negative effects on business sentiment and investment spending. Advancers ahead of decliners, 81% of SP 500 constituents trading higher yesterday. Now, moving on overseas, Asian markets posting a rebound today. The Nikkei up 1.12%, the Hang Seng up about 0.5%. China's CSI 300 up 0.68%, and South Korea's Kospi up 0.68%. European markets slightly sliding, and U.S. futures, they're calling for a negative start. Now, in terms of expectations here in the U.S., there's no major earnings expected. Well, on the economic docket, 8:30 in the morning, we have the May trade balance, June change in non-farm payrolls, also the change in private payrolls. At 8:30, we also have the June unemployment rate expected at 3.8%. While turning to the markets, the SP 500 sees the bias remain bullish, and that's in focus. Even though a continuation of the consolidation cannot be ruled out, the extent should be limited. Long positions above 27.28 are favored, with targets at 27.49.25 and 27.57.50. An extension. Moving on to the Nasdaq intraday, that sees the bias remain bullish, and the Dow Jones intraday sees the bullish bias above 24,250.